Previously on Crit Squad, in hopes of finding some tiny sense of security and power in their flight from under the murderous gaze of the Shiawase Corporation, the squad took a job from the Draco Foundation, a respected trustee of a long-dead dragon tasked with carrying out his will across the globe. The task? Enter the plane of Id and find the true name of a malicious shadow spirit sowing despair and malaise across the whole of New York. On this mission, the group became ensnared one by one by the influence of the shadow spirit. Trencherman met his inner beast and accepted its power.
You came here seeking a cure from me? You know, I think there is something to be cured here.
Yes, there is, and I leap at him and throw my fucking claws into his face.
And I won't give up on my friends. I accept you as a part of me.
You look down at your hands, you are the monster again.
Sacha spent what was for him several weeks trapped alone in an infinite, empty hallway with nothing but his pistols and his guilt before finally letting go and freeing himself to find his friends.
The three, you realize as you travel another 1,000 foot forward, you're still in the same tunnel.
Several days later, long lists of this stuff, and Sacha, I'm sorry you can't find Mom. And then he writes sort of to himself, I guess, you don't have to be sorry anymore. And Baldy found herself trapped on the shore of a lake of fire, surrounded by the souls of every victim her blades have taken in a past she doesn't remember and likely never will. And at their center, a woman she was told she loved, bearing the telltale signs of a violent strangulation.
I'm going to try the ceremony. Then she takes her fingers from Kuragami's mouth and kisses them to her lips, closes her eyes, and places her hand over Kuragami's heart. And with that, the ritual is ended.
Baldy chose the path of absolution, setting the squad on the road to a successful mission, but leaving her with nothing but questions, weighing on her more than any of the answers she's been able to find so far. And now, with the full true name of the Shadow Spirit in their possession, the squad must find their way safely out of the plane of Id and back home to Manhattan, where the Draco Foundation might finally give them the security they need to stop running from the company that stole their lives and start running towards it. Weapons drawn, to put an end to the running for good.
After that last combat, you guys are still in the middle of this repurposed Union Station that you recognize. Several ghouls kind of still milling about, some of the more ferocious ones keeping like almost a solid 30-foot radius from Dr. Trencherman. They won't come any closer than that.
Sacha is standing as close to Dr. Trencherman as he can get, but he's not like twitching anymore, and his guns are holstered.
Trencherman is going to carefully fold the page that has the last section of name and walk over to Nikolai. Be sure to take care of this, Doctor.
Indeed. Thank you.
It seems that we both have secrets, but I certainly hope that we're both on the same page as to where we are going and how we hope to atone.
Of course, yes.
Good.
I believe our next step should be, how are we going to get out of here?
I assume we're going to walk right out, and should anything get in our way, we will move it out of our way. Baldy?
Yes, I can definitely do that. And Baldy walks over to Trencherman, reaches up, and casually pulls the syringe out of his chest that she threw at him to give him a little bit more health, and hands it back to Sacha. There you go.
This is just trash.
The hole closes, and any bruises that were on my body begin to fade as I stare down the ghouls.
Should we just head back the same way we came, I suppose?
So we got Rumpelstiltskin's name. Do we go home? Like, how do we...
Do any of these ghouls look very sentient? Like, I know some are feral. Do others have that spark of intelligence?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You! Do you know the way out of this plane?
Not really, no. I've been here my whole life.
We can't depend on them for the entrances and exits. I say we retrace our steps.
Yes, perhaps the man at the convenience store could point us in a direction.
Indeed. I would trust him. He seems, at the very least, entirely neutral.
Can I get everyone to roll perception?
5.
4 hits.
3 hits.
Sacha, you're going to be the one that hears kind of echoing out by the empty buildings. All right, everyone spread out. The doctor's here. That means the sex of the world can't be too far away.
Oh shit, we're gonna probably want to run. Sacha points at Trencherman. Doc, your friends are here. Any chance your new ghoulie buddies might be able to help with that?
Are we certain they're enemies? I'd hate to do this.
Oh, we're certain. Unless you make a habit of giving the Sextant of Worlds away.
All of you, allow no one to follow us.
Roll leadership for me. You can drop some edge on that if you want.
Got a hit.
Sure thing, boss. About 15 of them break away.
Now let's leave as fast as we can. If they're the same as faced us in the tunnels, we'll want to leave with alacrity.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again. Also, that was really fucking cool. Sacha turns and starts running back the way they came.
As you guys sprint around the side of the building and make your escape, you do hear a gunfire erupt.
Austin, I, for the first time, activate vampiric speed. So, as you begin running, Trencherman's eyes glow cold blue, and all of a sudden, he begins moving preternaturally fast.
Shit, did you see him?
I mean, he was here and now he's not here, so.
Move!
I'm gonna run faster now. You?
Yep.
Okay.
You put a good amount of distance between you and the rest of this firefight. You hear breaking out, a couple grenades explode, some horrific screams coming from back there. Yeah, now you find yourself in what looks to be maybe it used to be a small park, but all the plants and everything are all dead and, almost just breaking away into dust in front of you.
All right, magic guys. I don't know how to get out of here.
Nikolai, do you know how to use the true name, now that you have all pieces?
Yes. Once we get out, I can pass this over to our top mages, and they will make sure to be initiated.
Good. I see death around us. I worry that it may have some link to this place.
Do we know where we are or where we need to go to get back out? Because this does not look familiar to me.
I'm going to sense, Austin. I'm sensing for an aura. I'm sensing for basically the resonance of our plane. 2 hits?
With the 2, it's more of a hot and cold. So you track that down, and eventually it takes you through some more of these winding dead buildings. You see a couple more ghouls, harvesters, and banshees, but they keep their distance from you. Soon you'll find yourself back at that same sort of stuffer shack.
Oh, good.
Hey, guy.
Oh, you came back.
Yeah, I'm as surprised as you are, actually.
We're ready to leave this place. Do you, have an idea of how we might be able to get back to our original plane or which direction we might need to go?
Maybe we could use your thievery portal?
I suppose I could do that.
Wait, just cool.
Thank you.
I can just open one up for you here. Let's see. Let's say the cost this time is 5 karma each.
Well,
a little bit of your life experiences, just in the more direct form.
How about a story instead?
Nah, I got your stories last time. I want to shake it up a little bit,
variety is the spice of living alone in a desolate wasteland. Karma, you just want our... I don't even know how you would get that, but you're a cement guy working at a Snufmurfmurfna. That's what the sign said on our way in. So I guess you can do that. The thing is, we're kind of thin on useful experiences. I'm not sure we can give that up.
What even is that? Is that memories of an event? Is that a piece of our soul? I'm afraid I don't understand.
Can we give you something else?
A piece of the soul's a little bit dramatic. It's not like I'm taking memories. You still remember things, but it gets into some things most mortals don't quite seem to understand.
I don't.
Then I'd rather move this down a track of something we might understand. Please, something that we as these simple mortals can trade. What else do you desire? What else do you need?
Your glasses are kind of cool. Gonna have those.
Sacha looks at Trencherman expectantly and gives a couple of eyebrow raises.
Those glasses were a big reason of why we are still alive, and we might need them later.
Excellent point.
I don't feel it would be very fair for him to give up his special thing. I mean, if there is nothing else, I will give your share of karma to this lovely businessman.
We'll split it.
Yes, we can cover it.
No, it's all right. If we're all leaving, let's all leave together.
All right, then. Just give me one little second here, and you see him kind of reach into nothing and pulls open a portal. Gets it about 2 foot wide. That's about as big as I can get it. All right, well, don't be a stranger.
Oh, I intend to. So do I have to, give you something?
Yeah, it's taken care of.
That's deeply unsettling.
See, you didn't even notice that you missed it.
Yeah, so let's go. Before.
Doc, you first?
Yeah, let's see if I can get through 2 feet, you say.
Maybe stretch it a little bit.
We can push you from this side.
And have you seen Lethal Weapon?
No? Oh God!
Oh,
That's smart.
I am at a loss for words.
Well,
Baldy?
yep, sure. Thanks for the transportation. Oh God! And she jumps through the portal.
And you hear very quietly pistol being removed from a holster. Nikolai,
Of course.
after you.
And Nikolai crawls through this shimmering curtain that's been opened up.
Sacha turns to the clerk and looks him in the eye and reaches over and grabs a package of beef jerky and gives him an eyebrow and steps backward through the portal.
Okay. Trencherman, as the first one to travel through, you step out and you find yourself wherever you are, it's very cold. And as you start to look around, you see what looks like a lot of 6-packs, beer, water bottles, milk, a couple chips and things. And you realize you're on the other side of the refrigerator of probably a stuffer shack in the stocking area. And right behind you, you get Baldy, Nikolai, and Sacha.
Wow, it's called.
Are we?
Oh,
Hang on.
okay.
And my disguise is back.
Oh, shit. I gotta back up. Hang on. And Sacha extricates himself from the smush of people in this little hallway and turns to get the lay of the surroundings.
Looking down, you see the rest of these bottles and what looks like a push door at the far end. A couple AR tags kind of leaking through the walls, advertising various sales, that sort of thing. And you hear some muttering on the other side of that door before it swings open.
Oh, goodness. Oh my. You're not supposed to be back here. Oh, I am going to be in so much trouble. Hang on, I have to go get the boss. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave. You're in very serious trouble, mister. And you see this tall, skinny elf turn and putter away, and Trencherman, you would see following behind him is a very large astral Labrador. Come, Mr. Paws, we must report this to the authorities.
We were just looking for the bathroom.
Who the fuck was that guy?
Okay, that was really weird. We should probably leave as soon as possible because I don't want to be here whenever whoever he works for gets back.
Yes, let's just leave quickly with, what's the word?
Alacrity, old boy, alacrity. Push open the door, leave the stuffer shack.
As you guys step out, you see a huge Renraku pyramid towering before you and the Space Needle. And that's your first big cue that you're not in Manhattan.
Shit.
That's not Central Park.
We should have been more specific, yes. I will contact the Draco Foundation. We will have a private flight arranged for us as soon as they can arrange it. Let me get on that. He starts dialing in for the Draco Foundation and steps away to make a comm call.
Should we maybe go around the corner and not stay in front of this huge, scary, secure building?
Afraid I don't spend a lot of time in Seattle. All I know is the sewers are always full of water. It's always raining.
Let's, here, come on, follow me. Sacha moves behind the building. Yeah, I'm gonna roll corporate security again to put us somewhere out of view of where cameras are likely to be.
Okay.
3 successes.
All right, yeah, you find a little blind spot out by the dumpster and back.
All right, Doc, come here, duck down.
I make my avatar shorter.
That's awesome. Nikolai, you duck down.
Yeah, oh,
All the way.
okay.
And hang on, move your arm like this.
Yeah, why are we...
It's corporate security stuff. You wouldn't understand. Sacha winks at Baldy.
Baldy nods back and crouches down. Then Baldy looks at her comm to see what date it is. How long have we been gone?
You guys have been gone for 2 days.
Baldy leans in towards everyone else. Just so everyone knows, there's no panic. We've been gone for 2 days, so not years. So we are pretty okay.
That seems like a reasonable amount of time dilation. Doc, watch your arm.
Yeah, okay. Yes, the Draco Foundation can get us a flight out tomorrow night. So we're stuck here for 24 hours. Once the flight arrives, they will also have your cred sticks with your rewards. In the meantime, I can put us up in a hotel.
I mean,
Sure.
I would not say no to a shower.
About 24 hours later, you guys find yourself on the runway, going up to one of the fold-out staircases that takes you right up to this beautiful private jet. And standing in the doorway, you see Mr. Johnson welcoming you aboard.
Thanks for swinging by.
It was the best we could do on such short notice.
Understood.
I trust you enjoyed your stay in Seattle.
In Seattle, yeah, it was great. The other place, not so much.
Yes, that's what we expected. Come on in, sit down. We have an open bar here. I'm sure you've been through some ordeals.
Sacha is already pouring himself a scotch at the bar.
I shall abstain, thank you.
Baldy picks out a glass and hands it over to Sacha, get me.
Without looking, he moves the bottle to pour hers full.
Also, Baldy looks around the plane and just says under her breath, wow, it's nice to be in a plane that's actually, clean and not full of rock stars and sex swings and
Vomit
screens.
in the corner and
That too.
strange
Blood.
noise.
I don't believe I've heard of this, and I don't think I'd like to know.
It was rather uncomfortable. This is infinitely nicer.
You ever have to watch your friend in a porno?
I worked with doctoral graduates.
I don't know if that's a yes.
That is a negative.
You dodged a bullet. Oh.
Oh, inappropriate jokes.
And Nikolai, they have the true name? Yes, of course. And he pulls out the various items that you guys collected from his coat and hands it over. And Mr. Johnson puts it into a very nice briefcase that's heavily locked, and it looks like it has a bunch of arcane runes around it as well.
So that's thorough.
Yes, we do our best.
Good. It'd be a shame if we had to go get those again. Sacha smiles the most beatific, honest smile you've ever seen.
Yes, well, once we drop you guys off, and we'll have a limo waiting for you at Newark Airport. I understand there's some issues with Empress Hitomi Airport. That's the one that's run by Chiwase.
Oh, yeah, we probably ought not to fly into that one. The food in the lounge it's not great.
Well, Johan did say something about your relationship with them.
Oh, yeah. No, we're going through kind of a bad breakup right now.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even know that we were dating, and then we left, and they're chasing us.
Which is what brings us together.
I have your cred sticks here. And he passes them out. And I understand there was something else. You wanted to establish a relationship. I imagine there's something you would like from us.
Yeah, we did talk about that. I mean, that's why Johan called you. We got a proposition for you.
All right, I'm listening.
Sacha surreptitiously checks the amount on the cred stick as he speaks.
It is 20,000 apiece.
So we got your ghost name.
Yes.
I assume you're going to do with that what needs to be done.
Of course. We have a ritual team assembling right now at our headquarters in D.C.
I'm sure that Dr. Trencherman knows what that means.
Indeed.
My proposition going forward, now that I also assume you can take this to mean we can handle quite a bit that might be of interest to Draco Foundation, yeah?
Yes, this was a rather impressive run, especially with Nikolai still alive. I mean, no offense to Dr. Nikolai, but
He's wearing a fanny pack.
he's not a Shadowrunner.
We need protection. Not active protection. Not you hire Shadowrunners to follow us around looking tough. We can lay low most of the time. But you got resources we don't, and we have access you're unlikely to get without paying for it. Over time. As we continue our, let's say, I don't know, Sacha looks at Baldy and Trencherman. Vendetta seems like not the right word, but questions that need answering, and we got to go find those answers. Johan is a key point in getting that done. And we got another couple of friends that are sticking their necks out on this one. But also, you strike me as the kind of organization for whom sometimes difficult to find information is of use.
Yes, especially magical in nature.
And I happen to know, based on, let's say, my last job, oftentimes that kind of information is really expensive.
Yes.
So, if Draco Foundation will agree to provide us a screen, hide our data from Shiawase, kind of tip us off if we're throwing up too many red flags, including Johan, including our friend Paco. As we move forward, any information we find that's relevant to Draco, you get first bid, 50% off going rate. And just to ease your mind here, this isn't directly related, but check this out. And Sacha shows him the pay data that they pulled from S Technology.
All right, about the carcinogenic sprays and things that they were putting on the...
Yeah, exactly.
This does look promising. No one else has this.
No one else except the company that would very much like it to remain secret. And we got that on a run. No bullets fired, no alarms tripped. In and out in one night. No implications. And I think actually we might even have a little bit of extra information we could, well, I don't want to say dangle in front of your face, but Doc, that's sort of what you were thinking of doing, right?
Indeed. Allow me to lay a bit more of the foundation of our case. You as an organization seeks to do good in the world in the name of Dunkelson, yes?
Yes.
For our part, we are attempting the same. Shiawase had involvement in very dubious research involving HMHVB. We seek to cure it, a lofty goal, as you imagine. I have a thesis on how this is possible, and more than that, I have a line on the Sextant of Worlds. The first of 4 pieces we need to accomplish that task. I can give you that information. I can stop the individual who is trying to silence that information, one Commander OPEC, in service to Shiawase. If you can back our play as we take down the commander, we will have removed that roadblock to the cure. Once that's done, we won't need your protection as much. So this is a limited screen, as it were. You interfere with their Shadowrunner teams after us. You keep the radios quiet, and we will hunt him. And we'll get all the other relevant information we need to make this thesis work. And in doing so, we will have changed this world. And I pass him my thesis.
Gonna flip through that real quick and pass over to Nikolai. This does look rather promising. Once you get a chance to really flesh everything out, of course.
While they're leafing through it, Sacha leans over to Baldy. Did you know that we were going to do all of that?
know, but it seems like a good play to me.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to not be chased by a gigantic corporation bent on my demise.
I mean, anything that could help us.
Yeah.
I'm all for.
And, it's on the way.
It would be interesting to see what sort of progress Shiawase has made regarding this cure and perhaps put it out open source and, advance everyone's understanding of the disease rather than something that they might try to sell and just make a profit on.
That's why we came to you in good faith. And that's why we hope that will help you trust our morals. We could have sold this for a lot of money. We're not trying to sell this. We're trying to get it done.
Now, I'm not sure what we can do to help screen you. You're all already sinless, correct? Most Shadowrunners are, so I assume it is probably best that you remain sinless with various IDs that you can trade through at the moment. I wouldn't expect Shiawase to send out Shadowrunner teams for you based on what I know. I would find it difficult to try to plan ahead of them given their penchant for planning. They have more resources for that sort of thing than we can really expend to provide physical protection for someone for 24 hours or anything more than a brief couple days in holding. But perhaps we could give you a research grant for your work in HMHVV.
Aha.
That would cover any data that you happen to find during the course of your research, of course.
Right, research. And a research grant, if I'm not mistaken, Doc, is where benefactor gives you money regularly, or sometimes in one lump sum. Sacha looks hopefully at Mr. Johnson to perform research, which is what we will be doing in the future, correct? Sacha winks.
Of course.
Which would also include access to your arcology labs and our ability to speak to your professionals. We might disseminate this information and give it directly to you.
That certainly seems quite workable.
Good.
Perfect. In that case, why don't you keep that data? Call that the handshake.
I appreciate the gesture. Well, I believe we'll actually be landing in Manhattan here in about 5 minutes. I'm going to go relax over here and make a couple phone calls, see exactly how much we can secure for your research. I will likely be able to give you a number next week.
Perfect. One last thing, very important part of this negotiation. I'm going to need the number for your tailor.
Of course. So your suborbital flight lands. They shuffle you guys out into a limousine. It takes you the most luxurious you've felt in a very long time, which drops you off right around the corner almost from your apartment. So as you guys enter, you see Kietan sitting on Johan's lap, flipping through selections on his comlink, something to watch.
Hello!
Oh, I was expecting you guys back a while ago.
We got a little bit caught up further away than we meant to, so we had to get a ride. But we are back.
Ta-da!
We're alive. It is done?
Yeah, mostly.
Just out from my own curiosity, did you do anything at the Central Park Zoo? The same night you guys went out to do your mission, several animals broke out from the zoo. So there's a juggernaut and a Gomatia chameleon and a couple other things walking around Manhattan. So, if that's not your fault, now you know.
Not unless they are hunting bathtubs. I didn't break into a zoo. Doc, did you break into a zoo?
Not that I recall. We were flying in the bathtub.
Yeah, me either, yeah.
But thank you for letting us know.
I shall avoid moonlight strolls near the zoo.
I was kind of hoping to go see Stephanie, but...
Well, now it's free.
How has it been here since we've been gone? Anything happen?
No, it has been very quiet.
Good.
You made a good connection with my friends at Draco.
Yes.
Yeah, they're great. We're like this. Sacha crosses his fingers.
Excellent. I'm sorry, Asim, it looks like something's weighing on you.
Baldy picks up Kittens and is stroking the top of her head and doesn't look at Johan before she answers. Yes, I guess now that we've got everything kind of straightened out. She looks at Sacha. Are you guys,
Yep. Yeah, we got ammo to go buy.
Indeed.
I'll need some help carrying it because Sacha holds up his arms. You know.
Yes, let's get a little more crime going. Because my cannon is one shot less than it was before.
Yeah, no, I'm picking up what you're laying down.
And we've been paid.
Yeah, I want to go buy something irresponsible. And as they leave, Sacha turns and catches Baldy's eye and simply looks in her eyes for a couple of seconds and gives a nod and then leaves.
Baldy shuts the door behind the two of them, turns the lock, turns around to Johan, looks him dead in the face, and says, "We need to have a talk."
About what?
While we were on the metaplane of man, something happened that pertains to me and to what happened in my past. And I need to know everything that you know about Mikuru Kurigami, about what happened to her, what did she get mixed up in, what happened before and after she was killed. I need to know.
You saw this on the plane?
For lack of a better term, yes, I saw her, and I think I know at least my role in whatever happened to her, but I need the details. I need to know what brought me to that conclusion, what she was working on specifically.
Well, I'd hoped we wouldn't have to have this talk. Mikuru was involved with Unit 731, as you already know, helping to oversee a lot of these testings to cure the HMHVV virus, and you were working with her. Unbeknownst, of course, she kept this very secret from you, had you assassinating people who were trying to stop the research. And once you tried to kill me, and I managed to show you what was really happening, you disappeared for about 4 days, and then I got a phone call from you, and you were very drunk. You said you were drinking the Leia's wine that you found, the elven wines that erase your memory. Almost a whole bottle, it looked like. Most people wouldn't be able to survive that. And saw Mikuru in the background. I didn't know what to tell you. If I told you, maybe you might do it again, or worse. And I'm not very good at emotions. I wouldn't know what to tell you, how to comfort you with this.
No, you made the right decision. I probably would have if you had told me before. That makes a lot of sense.
But now we have the chance to do something right.
Yes.
To make up for the sins of the past.
Yes. Do you have a list of everyone that I was sent to kill?
I do.
Could you send that to me, as well as what exactly they were working on?
Yes. Only the dead. I wouldn't want to put the living out there still. Who knows where Shiwase's tracking?
No, I understand. Thank you. And, I'm very sorry for what I might have done to you, or what I put you through, or any of what has happened that I was the cause of. Even if I didn't know what was going on and I was just doing my job, I can never fix it.
That wasn't you. That was someone else.
Yes.
This is Baldy. Baldy was born Oh, what did you say, 5 months ago now?
Yeah.
Seem to be doing pretty good for yourself so far.
I hope so.
Crit Squad is Lindsay Zana, Eric Snyder, Chris Henry, and Austin Rusk is our game master. This episode was edited by Lindsay Zana and sound designed by Lindsay Zana and Chris Henry. And thank you guys so much for following us through this 6-episode, mega arc that was mostly weekly. We have the season finale coming up in a couple of weeks, along with a couple of announcements, so stay tuned. Tweet at Crit Squadcast if you like the show, and we'll see you next time. I can't drink this while we're recording.
You can't slosh it around, yeah.
Hey, Lindsay, can you edit this out?
No.
Are you sure? Mm-hmm. Okay, but
Your whole track is just gone. Sacha sits quietly in the corner, making no sounds at all.
That's uncharacteristic.
It's weird, but it happens.
He's
been so affected by what happened to us in the plane of id. He cannot speak anymore. It's so strange.
Sasha's mouth is closed.
He's taken the vow of silence for some reason. He ate a lot of peanut butter and he can't talk right now.
Draco Foundation can afford to put him in that hotel. They can afford to buy a new bathtub for that hotel.
I'm the bellhop, Jimmy, and the bathtub's gone. No, it's just not here anymore. It's gone.
They
I came back from club and find my bathtub is gone.
There's somewhere out there in Manhattan, there's a beginning Shadowrunning team whose first job is to move a tub from Central Park back into the hotel secretly. Wait.
Yes.
We're doing this for the Draco Foundation, man. We're gonna get in.
I was kind of hoping to go see Stephanie, but
Well, now it's free.
I guess.
Shakespeare in the Park's a little more
Exciting.
Yeah, a little more exciting.
Pursued by Stephanie.
Extreme Shakespeare. You drank a bottle.
You gave yourself amnesia. Fuck.
Because you did something so terrible.
Attempted suicide.
Oh my god.
My God.
I thought they did it to you.
Me too, Austin.
I thought they did it to you. Can you please narrate that you just patted it?
As Trencherman pats his lead-lined sack. That didn't sound right.
Never mind.
There you go, Lindsay. One for the real. Push open the door, leave the stuffer shack.
And as you
It
got
explodes behind you as you put your sunglasses on.
Over your glasses.
Shortwave radio. Enjoy yourself.